Coming up, I'm going to share with you the way to success. And it's not what you think. Having a business culture that protects your intellectual property is essential to a successful business. Without it, you're at risk at having your hard work stolen by competitors. Are you like so many other businesses who have no idea how to create a risk-free business culture of IP protection? Wondering how successful businesses do it? Let me show you how it's done. Hi there. I'm attorney Randi Karpinia, and I'm an expert in all things intellectual property. If you're like most people, you want to achieve success, but don't know where to start. Well, I'm here to tell you that it all starts with taking action to protect your company uniqueness. Stay tuned as I break down for you what you need to do to get started on your road to success. If you're new to my channel, now would be a brilliant time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications, so that you receive an alert every time I post a new episode of the series, The Top Secrets to Protecting Your Uniqueness by Attorney Randi. And if you missed any past episodes, no worries. Check them out in the same playlist. Okay, let's get started on your road to success. I'm going to show you how to create a business culture that will protect your confidential information from leaking out. By following these simple steps, you can make sure that your uniqueness, your trade secrets, and other sensitive information are safe and secure.
So we're going to talk now about what you can do to get started. And there's two parts to this. The first I call company culture. It's things you can be doing. And the second is content. And some of that is going to be a reiteration of what we just talked about. So let's talk first about company culture. And many of you are going to go, well, the company is just me. That's okay. It may be just you right now, but in the future, you may have contractors. You may have employees. I've watched my own business grow, and I'm amazed how many people I have working with me now. So setting a company culture now that grows as your business grows, even if it's always just you, is really important. And it's really, I call it culture, but it's really processes that you need to get good about doing. So the first one is marking things as confidential. If you're working on something and you haven't shared it with your clients and you haven't shared it with anyone, but you want maybe to get some feedback from a colleague or someone else in the class, mark it as confidential. Confidential, proprietary, and LeBlanc, right? And so you're not only marking copyright notice, but you're making it clear that if anyone else sees that, you believe this is confidential. Okay, so very important. You may not think it is, but a lot of times, especially if you're developing a program, I'm going to make up an example. You're developing a program. You're using some of what Tammy has taught you, but you've come up with some unique things and you want to run it by Tammy to get her feedback, or you want to run it by a couple of your classmates to get some feedback. Make sure you mark it as confidential and copyright, right? You're letting people know this is not to be just public. And then being very careful about what you do share. There's certain things that you may not want to share with anyone right away, especially if you've got this amazing, I'll get the perfect example. When you come up with your brand and you give me a call and I go, yeah, it's available, but you haven't quite yet launched it, tell a whole bunch of people. Keep it to yourself until you've protected it. Because you never know. Yeah, I don't want to think negative about people, but who out there might just go, oh, I like that brand. And next thing you know, they've registered before you did. So just be aware of things that are your own that maybe aren't public yet, and just wait.
Take a moment now to think about you and your business. What is your biggest fear as you climb the ladder of success? Drop a comment to this video and let me know. I'll respond to every single one. As we continue paving your road to success, next up, I'm going to show you the best practices for company communications and how you can use them to secure your success.
And then let's talk about communications. And this is a little bit different than confidentiality. This is in a way, good business practice, but it will help you have a smooth process where you don't inadvertently share something you shouldn't. So what I always say, it's really easy to reply to somebody that you want to send a message to, just on, oh, I want to write to Tammy. Oh, here's our email string. And Tammy, you've probably noticed I do this. Start a new email for each new subject. It's good business practice, and it also protects you from inadvertently sending something that you shouldn't or you didn't want to. The second is, if you haven't ever heard this, the WSJ rule. Would you want your email to be on the cover of the Wall Street Journal? And if the answer is no, don't put it in writing, whether it's an email, a message, a Facebook posting. Just, think out loud, because these are all areas where you open yourself up to risk. And like I had said already, mark things confidential, limit distribution. And when you can, people don't do it anymore, but pick up the phone, get on a video chat. Don't put everything in writing if you're worried about someone coming to some conclusion. Okay? So this is just, like I said, just good practices that you can implement. Another one to be careful about, so we talked about, okay, this is confidential, but I've seen it so much, and I should probably make it more clear in this slide. Lately, I've seen things end up on the web, posted in a social media post. I think a year or two ago, like a brand new iPhone ended up on social media because some guy took it to a bar or something. It was a prototype. So always be careful of making a disclosure when you didn't mean to. Answering somebody, or, like I said, posting something and in the background is your brand and you totally forgot that you haven't registered it yet.
Whether you're just starting out or have been in business for a while, these tips will help take your company to the next level. Stay tuned. Coming up in the next episode, I'm going to share with you the best practices for risk-free creation of your unique content. You don't want to miss it. If you haven't subscribed yet, here's that link so you can do so and get the alerts each time I drop a new video in the Top Secrets to Protecting Your Uniqueness by Attorney Randi. I'll see you in the next episode.